In this edition of the Explainer series presented by Citizen, Consumer and Civic Action Group, we will be talking about Tamil Nadu's electricity bill and the various aspects of the billing process. Through this episode, let's find out how your residential electricity bill amount gets calculated. The bill amount that you are charged with is calculated based on the tariff rates determined by a state-level regulatory body called the Tamil Nadu Electricity Regulatory Commission, or the TNERC. And to understand the billing calculations, it's firstly important to know the various tariff slabs as outlined by the Commission. We're charged based on our bi-monthly electricity consumption under 4 broad slab categories. Firstly, up to 100 units. Second slab category, 101 to 200 units. Third slab category, 201 to 500 units. And the fourth, above 500 units. Depending upon the slab category that our consumption falls under, the applicable energy charges and fixed charges vary. Energy charges are calculated per unit consumption according to the various slab categories, and this is reflected in our electricity bill as CC charges or current consumption charges. On the other hand, fixed charges are charged for the entire bi-monthly consumption, again according to the various slab categories. This charge is reflected as fixed cost in your electricity bill. A certain amount of government subsidy is applicable on both these charges. Tariff payable by the consumer is arrived at after deduction of the government subsidy amount, which is applicable for the corresponding slab category. And the total electricity bill amount that we pay is the sum of energy charges and fixed charges after government subsidy. If your bi-monthly consumption is up to 100 units, for example, let's say that your bi-monthly consumption is 100 units. In that case, after deduction of the government subsidy, your energy charges and fixed charges stand at zero. This implies that you do not have to make an electricity bill payment for the said consumption. But then, if your bi-monthly consumption is between 101 to 200 units, you will be charged at a different tariff rate. For example, let's say that your bi-monthly consumption has been 180 units. In that case, you do not pay an electricity bill for the first 100 units. For the remaining 80 units, you pay energy charges at the rate of 1 rupee 50 paise per unit. To this, a fixed charge of 20 rupees is added, and then your total amount payable is arrived at. In this example, it would be rupees 140. If your bi-monthly consumption is between 201 to 500 units, you are then charged at a relatively higher tariff rate. For example, if your bi-monthly consumption is 400 units, you do not pay an electricity bill for the first 100 units. For the next 100 units, energy charges at the rate of 2 rupee per unit will be applicable. For the remaining 200 units, energy charges of 3 rupees per unit will be applicable. To this, fixed charges of 30 rupees will be added and the total amount payable will then be arrived at. In this instance, it would be 830 rupees. Finally, let's find out how your electricity bill amount will be charged if your bi-monthly consumption is above 500 units. For example, if your bi-monthly consumption is 700 units, the first 100 units is not charged for. For the next 100 units, energy charges per unit will be 3.50 rupees. 4.60 for the next 300 units and 6.60 for the remaining units. The sum of all these will be your energy charges, to which a 50 rupee fixed charge will be added. Altogether, this will make up your amount payable, which in this instance is 3,100 rupees. Based on the examples that have been shared with you in this video, you can now check and verify the calculations of your residential electricity bill amount. If you have any further questions around your electricity bill or the billing process, please feel free to write to us in the comment section below. Or you can post your queries to your social media platform with the hashtag CAGChennai, and we'll try and answer all your billing related questions for you.